You guys, I'm trying to re record this video of episode 6 from Bride of Charlie, but my senses are all over the place.
I think what the problem is that there's so much information that went into episode 6. I am trying to make sure that I direct everybody's attention to what I think was most important in that episode, but not miss out on what Candace was trying to convey in that actual episode. And that's kind of the issue I'm having a little bit with covering some of the episodes, because she consolidates so much information and she's so careful about not allowing people to think that she's saying that Erica Kirk has something to do with Charlie Kirk's unaliving. That is not the point of her series. The whole point of her docuseries is covering how Erica got to where she's at, along with all of the inconsistencies and lies that she's told not only Candace but the public of how she got to where she is today and how she even met and got with Charlie Kirk. In episode 6, the premise of that is about Romania. And why is Romania so important? Romania is important because that is a country where around the 80s, the president and his wife were unfortunately unalived by trial. And once that happened to that couple, the security of the country just went pretty much away, and it opened up a lot of vulnerability toward the population because the economics of the country just fell completely apart. So along with the economics falling apart, women and children were very vulnerable, and so people from other parts of Europe were going into that part of Europe, Romania, and actually trafficking women and children, luring them into all types of trafficking, not only schmex trafficking, but forced labor and some other type of trafficking. I don't even want to talk about it because it's a little creepy. Now, with that being said about that country, around the time that Erica Kirk was there, around 2010, 2011, our government opened up a military base over there, which allowed people to connect with some entities like the Marine Corps, one that Erica talks about in a couple of her interviews when Romania comes up in her timeline of her life, when she spent time over there. Remember, she talked about in the previous episode, that her and her mother started a non-for-profit called Everyday Heroes. And remember, she spoke that it was to help women who were sex trafficked in China, but once she connected with the Marine Corps, they took that same program over into Romania. Now, for some reason, in the Epstein files, there are emails of him corresponding about Romania and him recruiting girls from there. So Candace pretty much kind of tied all of that together. She's not accusing Erica of being there and doing anything with Epstein, but for some reason, all of these names were in that area of the world at the same time, including Tyler Boyer, her and her mother, and Epstein. And then we go over to episode 7, and Candace titled that Crazy in Love, because it's really based on Erica Kirk's relationships with men that she pretty much claimed that she did not have. Remember, in a podcast that she did, and it's all over TikTok and all over the internet, where she stated that she didn't date anyone for 5 years up until she met Charlie Kirk. So basically, prior to her meeting Charlie Kirk, she did not date.
The lie detector test determined that was a lie.
So here we have a picture of some video footage of Erica Kirk with one guy that she dated who played like minor league baseball, and they were filming a video to submit to The Amazing Race because they wanted to get on there. So they were making the video to submit to the producers to be a candidate to be on Amazing Race. Well, it wasn't just Amazing Race. There were multiple TV shows that Erica was trying to get on around that time. So basically, she was trying to be like an actress, and she auditioned for a couple other reality shows, and then she got on one, and I believe it was Summer House. So, with that being said, she went from being this young lady who pursued acting, who pursued real estate, into this Bible toting, scripture quoting Christian who turned into a trad wife that married Charlie Kirk. And then she went into, after losing Charlie Kirk, into the CEO of a multi-million-dollar corporation. And again, don't get Candace wrong. She's not accusing Erica Kirk of being tied to Charlie Kirk's unaliving. She is just investigating why the lies, why the inconsistencies, and who exactly is this person who's taken over this company that her best friend built from the ground up. And this is where we are today. So stay tuned. Episode 8 is dropping, and I will be back. And please, you guys, if I got anything wrong, let me know in the chat and let's talk about it. What do you guys think about the docuseries so far?